When it comes to building strength, the harder you stress the body, the higher the level of adaptation is. The general adaptation theory refers to the stress that you put your body under, put your muscles under, equals the adaptation that you get. And at the highest level of adaptation is supercompensation.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
Supercompensation is a process that occurs when you achieve sufficient levels of stress on the body and combine it with recovery. If you get either of them wrong, you're going to stifle the process of supercompensation. Generally speaking, what happens is that when you introduce the body to a new stimulus, so a new program phase, where you're trying to achieve progressive overload. If you want to know more about that, make sure you watch video 1 in this series. This is video 2. So you introduce the body to a new level of stress, and provided the stress is high enough, you're going to break down the muscle fibers, and you're going to cause a whole bunch of processes that go on in the body that when you then recover, if you give yourself sufficient recovery through rest and through good nutrients, then you're going to bounce back and your baseline level of strength will be increased, and this is what we call supercompensation. So generally speaking, what actually happens when you get this right, when you give the body enough stress, you actually see a decrease in strength initially, then you'll return to your baseline, and that's when supercompensation occurs and you go above the baseline before you start to plateau again, and then you need to introduce a new stimulus. This is actually what we call program periodization. That's going to come in one of the other videos from this series. But the main thing that you need to understand about supercompensation is the way that it's not just the stress that you give your body that creates the supercompensation, it's the rest and recovery as well. So to get this right, what we actually do is there's a couple of ways we do it. Number one is that we don't like to train the same muscle group for 72 hours before training it again. So what that means is that within the UMS, the Unified Movement System, we actually do bent arm strength, upper body bent arm pushing movement patterns on Monday and Thursday. So we give ourselves that 72-hour recovery window. We don't do lower body strength on Tuesday. We only do it on Tuesday and Friday. So again, 72-hour recovery. We do the athletic development program or the straight arm scapular strength on Wednesday and Saturday. So again, 72 hours. So that's one important part of the supercompensation process, so that your muscles have enough time to recover so that you can exert the same amount of force again, create that same stress response again. But then what happens when you do that week after week, you'll get to a point where you go into a state of overreaching. And that's when you need to do a deload week. And when we do a deload week, we reduce the volume to 40% of the total volume, still aim for increases in intensity. And then if you get enough sleep at night, you eat the right food, so you're hitting your protein requirements and you're not eating crap and you're not going out and partying, during that deload week is when the biggest adaptation occurs. That's when we supercompensate, and at the end of the week, you're going to see some massive strength improvements. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.